Okay, so we've got a conditioning session today, so we just really want to get heart rate up high before we get into that main workout. So let's get to it. We're going to do a nice little jog on the spot to start with. So just light. We're going to run through this little circuit twice. So we'll pick the pace up a little bit more on the second time round. So for now, just really light. And next, we're going to do jumping jacks. We're going to do about 15 of these. So next one, we're going to do 10 reverse lunges, but we're going to rotate over the leading leg. So if the left knee's up, I'm rotating to the left. If the right knee's up, I'm rotating to the right. So we're just going for 10 of these, guys. If you just joined us, just getting started on the warm-up. So once we've done 10 of these, we're going to stay on the floor. We're going to do some shoulder taps. We're going to do 10 on either side. So this one, feet nice and wide. We're going to tap across to the opposite shoulder. If this is a struggle, we'll do them on the knees. 10 either side in total. Then we'll go onto the back now. So 2 movements on the floor. We're going to do 10 glute bridges, 10 leg raises. So glute bridges, just raising the hips up, nice and high, so give you a better angle. Bump to the floor, and then full extension. After we've done 10 leg raises. So I'm aiming to keep the lower back flat and the legs straight. If you struggle to keep the lower back flat, don't quite bring them down as far. And once we've done 10, then we're going to go back to the start of the warm-up and do one more round through. So it's a jog on the spot again, but just a little bit faster this time. After we've done that jog, we're going to do your jumping jacks. So if you just stay with my pace, we're doing about 15. After we've done this, we'll go on for the reverse lunges again. As we lunge back, leading leg, reach over. So we're trying to loosen off all these core muscles, so the abs at the back, as well as the hips. And then it's 10 reps, and then we're into shoulder taps. So back to the floor. Again, you can do them on your knees if you want, or on your toes. Keeping the lower back flat, abs tight. So with this one, guys, we're trying to work the abs as well as the shoulders. And it is just a warm-up, so don't choose a variation that's too difficult this early on. But glute bridge, we've got leg raises, that's a warm-up done. So we'll just get them hips up, high as we can, squeeze the glutes, and down. So always on these, full extension. That means go as high as you can up. And then last one, try and get them abs really finished off. Even if we're not working the abs in an exercise, guys, we want them to be switched on. I'll tell you why in a moment. And once they're done, leave it there. Yeah, so a bit preoccupied to speak there. So when you switch your abs on before a workout, it means they're going to play a more dominant role in the movements you do. If your abs aren't working properly, or they're dormant, they're not active, Then when you do any hinging exercise, any squatting movements, your lower back can end up taking the brunt of it. And that's when you can feel that lower back tightness through exercising, which is not a nice feeling. And we want to stay away from that as much as we can, because it can further down the line cause pain. And we want to try and spread the load, so working the arms means the back does less. So enough of the exercise physiology. We'll get into the main workout. I'll go through the format first, and then we'll get into some demonstrations. So guys, like I mentioned, we have a conditioning session today. We've got 5 different movements. The format we're going for is 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. We'll get through a full round, then we'll have an additional minute's rest. Okay, so 5 movements, and then you get that longer rest before we repeat that. And we're doing it for a total of 4 rounds. The 5 movements that we're doing, we've got side-to-side floor touches, froggers, star jumps, mountain climbers, and power lunges. So you might not be familiar with all these movements. I'll go through them with you. I'll show you some variations as well. So if you find one too difficult, we'll go for a simpler variation, or if you find it a little easy, then you can change it back up. The movements as well, it's 30 seconds work. Make that relevant to you. So one person might get 20 reps in 30 seconds, one person might get 10. It's all down to your own ability. So if you find yourself, your heart rate getting too high, just take it down a peg. If you find it a little easy, try and step it up. Okay, so movements. We've got side-to-side floor touches first. So this one, guys, we're gonna do a little shuffle and then touching the floor. So bear with me, I usually get this one wrong to start with. That's right there. So touch down. If you notice, I'm going feet together, then out, then to the floor. If you don't have quite enough room, you can make them smaller, like that. But basically shuffle, touch the floor, then back to the start. It's 30 seconds. It's a high energy movement, it does get the heart rate up, so if you need a break in between, that's fine. Next one, froggers. Another tough one. Froggers, we're going to go on that start position there, kick the feet up, take the hands off, back to the start. Hands off, back to the start. So with this, it is a tough one. You can step it in if you want, so go from there, and then hands off, step it in, and hands off. If you struggle with that still, we can do a different exercise, which is not that much easier, but if it's a mobility problem that we can't get into that position, then you do have that option there. Just kneel to stand. Okay, so next one, star jumps. Star jumps, what we're aiming for. Feet narrow to start, little squat, and then jump up, back to the start. Try not to make loads of racket if you're indoors like I am. Soft knees as you come down is the goal. If you struggle with these, we can do a jumping jack, which is low impact. It's still a high energy movement, but not as explosive, meaning your heart rate won't get up as high quite as quick. So star jumps, big jump, and back down, jumping jacks, just like that. Okay, final 2 movements we've got, just double check. Mountain climbers and power lunges. So mountain climbers, the scale down on these is we just slow the pace down. We still want them to try and look the same. So back's flat, knees up to the chest, working the abs. If you find them really tough, you can just do one at a time, and then just drop the knees when you need to. If you find them not quite so tough, just get the pace going that little bit faster. Final one, reverse. Like the power lunge, it's basically a reverse lunge into a high knee. Like so. That one, again, just slow it down. If you struggle get the knee up that high, you can scale that back to just the reverse lunge. Okay? Those are the movements, guys. Grab a quick drink, and then we're going to get to it. The format again, it's 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Once we get through a full round, then we'll have a minute's rest, then we'll start back over. So it's 4 rounds through this little circuit. Make sure you got your water on hand. So if you want to pop your music or anything on, now's the time. Because we do have a minute's rest between each round, but you ideally want that to be to rest and not do anything. So get everything set up now so you can chill out when it is your minute. Okay, here we go. So now 10-second countdown, guys. Side to side floor touches to begin. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're away. So big side step. Well, if you don't have the room or you want to scale it down, then it's just going to be a little short one. But we're shuffling and touching the floor. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. First one down. 10 seconds recovery. Not much recovery, it's only 10 seconds, but gives you a chance to get a couple of breaths in. We've got froggers now. Off we go. So this one, hands off, back to the start. Remember, we can step them in and out. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. And up to the feet. Next, we have star jumps or jumping jacks, whichever variation you do. All right, let's get to it. Nice and wide. The jumping jacks, that's the one that. Right, we're 15 seconds in, guys. Choose a variation that's challenging, but you know you can get through with good form. Last few reps. Landing with soft knees is key. Okay, 2 movements to go. Right, mountain climbers, let's get to it. So lower back flat, get the knees up to the chest. Ten seconds, guys. And rest it there. Well done. Power lunges, and then that's the first round complete. Remember these? Take a lunge back, knee goes up. Knee to the floor, then a high knee. If you struggle with them, just a normal reverse lunge. Absolutely fine. Right, guys, last 5, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. That is the first round complete. Grab a drink, have a breather. We've got another minute to get through. After we get through this minute, we're going to start back over on round 2. Use your own judgment. If you think you went out a little bit too fast, or it was a bit too challenging, take it back a step. So we do want it to be tough, but if you find it too difficult early on, you're going to struggle towards the end. It's best for it to be maintainable and then have a big push on that last round. 30 seconds to go, guys. So you're going to begin again with the side to side floor touches. So in this one, if you've got room, just go wider. If not, just take it that little bit shorter. Absolutely fine. Right, here we go. Final 10 seconds. Round 2. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Touch the floor. If you notice when I go down, your left hand near your right foot and vice versa. Big side shuffle, get some good lateral movement in on this one. 3, 2, 1, rest. Frog is next. So let's give these a whirl. Not a nice movement, these. They do burn, but they do work at the same time. Hands off. Remember, step in, hands off if you want. And the other variation, if they're a bit too much, is just kneel to stand, not locking out fully on this one. Okay, 3, 2, 1. You don't need to stick with one exercise variation throughout either. Chop and change as you need to. Star jumps. Comes around quick. If you've got a low ceiling, watch your head. I'm getting mighty close here. Try and land with soft knees as you come down. It's going to protect the knees as we go. Or there's the other option, jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1, rest there. Back to mountain climbers. And off we go. So control the movement. Don't let the hips go up too high or too low. Neutral spine. Come on, guys. Push last 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Stop saying rest. It's not really much of a rest, 10 seconds. More of a transition period. But the decent rest is actually after this one. So let's get through the power lunges. We'll have just over a minute's rest. High knee as we come up. So explode from that back foot. Drive the knee up high. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Really good work. It's a tough one today. Tough conditioning circuit. So we're doing great getting through 2 rounds. We've got 2 more. And that's it. Third one I always find the hardest. But you know, once you get through it on that 4th round, you're nearly there. You just got to hang on. So get through this one. Right, we've got 40 seconds to go. Yeah, so We'll not think of the 10 seconds as rest. I think as soon as you get through one exercise, it's just, you've got that little bit amount of time to switch over. Okay, round 3 coming up. 10 seconds. Here we go. Side to side shuffles. Let's do it. So just like we've done the last couple of rounds. Big side step, hand to the floor. If you struggle getting hand to the floor, just as low as you can. That's 5, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Right, let's get ready for Frogger's next. Here we go. Hands off. Jump. Should basically be in the bottom of the squat when we get there. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Right, back to the feet. We've got star jumps. And away we go. So notice how I'm dropping into it. That's what we're aiming for. Or jumper jacks. Whichever one we're doing, guys, just work hard as you can. Get through this 3rd round. And take a quick break. Onto the floor, mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Knees up to the chest. Alternating. Try and get a good pace going. Feeling the abs switching on. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Right, final exercise. Back to the feet for power lunges. And off we go. So it's sometimes difficult for balance on this, so just control the knee down. Try and keep a little bit of a gap between the feet, so you're not crossing over, knocking you off balance. One more should do it, and rest. So proper rest this time, another minute 10. Whew. So guys, I know this is a tough one. Feel myself getting quite out of breath. So well done for hanging in there with me. We've got this next round to get through. That's the hard work done. We'll have a little stretch off and we'll call it there. Okay, got another 40 seconds, then we're into the final round. That's one more time on each station. Right, here we go. 10 seconds, and then we're back in. Final round. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Just got to dig deep. One more time on each of these movements. 10 seconds. Get a couple more on each side. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Onto the floor, froggers. And here we go. Grind these out. Really tough one. Not one of my favourites. But nearly done anyway. Remember, step them in if you need to. Hands off. Just make sure the abs stay tight. And 3, 2, 1. Back to the feet. Star jumps. 3 movements left. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Little side angle. So hips are going back. That's about how far I'm going down on these. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Ends in sight now. Mountain climbers into power lunges. And here we go. Let's do it. Final 2 movements. Right, we're past halfway now. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Whew. Okay, final exercise. Here we go, power lunges. So amazing work, guys. Getting through this far. Just gotta hang on. This last 30. Ooh. Concentrate. I'm gonna fall over. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. And time. Well done. Excellent work. Oh, sweating. Great way to start the week. So, hope you enjoyed that one, guys. We're not quite finished. We've still got a stretch to get through, just to finish off a couple of minutes, and then I'll let you guys get on with your day. Well done, getting through all that hard work. Right, I'll move a little bit further back so you can see. We're going to get straight into it, start with the lower body quad stretch to begin. I've got the knees pointing forward, and I'm going to lean back as much as I can. So depending on your flexibility, you just got to go as far as you can. If you're really tight, you might be able to get past there. Just do your best. Both thighs, quads, should be really feeling it on this. You definitely got worked hard in that workout. Next one, we're going to do groin and hamstring stretch. So groin, or the adductors, call these inner thigh muscles. Get nice and wide with the feet and lean forward. So you should feel it all in there and the back somewhat as well. So if you've got anything to hold on to there, then use it. You can get a little deeper into the stretch. And come out in 3, 2, 1. We're going to do a glute stretch next. So one knee at a time, bringing that knee up towards the opposite shoulder. So you really feel this if you squeeze it tight all around here. And then we'll switch sides. And come out of that one. We're back to the knees. We're going to do a chest and shoulder stretch now. I'm going to grab one arm from there, like so, and I'm going to pull that. And if you notice, that sets my shoulders back. That's what we want. So we've done a few exercises where we're resting on the shoulders there, so they will have been worked. So it is good to stretch them. And switch. And as well, this is another good one. Anytime you sat at a desk for too long, the shoulders can hunch forward. So by opening them up, that does really help fight against it. And then last one, we're going to do a couple of ab stretches. Or one ab stretch, we're just going to do it twice through. So the cobra stretch, this one's called. We can also do that on the forearms where it's not quite as deep. And then we're going to sink into child's pose, so I'll go back into the heels. So you do feel this one in the lower body, the glutes, the groin, the hamstrings, but also the back should come into it. And then back through one more time. And if you can get a little further back on this, then by all means go for it. And then back into the child's pose, last one this time. Just 10 seconds will do. 3, 2, 1, and that will do. Brilliant. So thanks guys for taking part today. Thanks Aaron, May and Natalie. Great work. Hope you enjoyed it and you have a great Monday. Take care guys. Hope to see you again this week.